everyone, this week? This is Jason. I'm going to give you my Week 3 lineup for Draftkings and the Millionaire Maker. My Week 2 lineup didn't work out too well with the Drew Brees stack. The Giants-Saints game went a lot lower scoring than people anticipated, so it didn't work out, but we're going to move on to Week 3 and try again. With Week 3, I'm going to do something again that I didn't do normally last year, and that's pay up at quarterback. I'm going to go with Andrew Luck in his matchup against the San Diego Chargers. And I'm going to pair him with his top receiver in T.Y. Hilton. Hilton's not going to get the high ownership that he probably should in this matchup because people are scared of his individual matchup with Verrett at corner. However, T.Y. Hilton is getting an enormous amount of targets, and it's only going to increase with the Moncrief injury. And also, he's eventually going to go off this year. It's only a matter of time before it does happen, and it potentially could happen in a matchup like this with a high team total. So, for my next receiver position, I'm going to go with Philip Dorsett. And Dorsett's in a great spot at 4,400. He's already been getting a good amount of targets. He's going to get even more targets with the Moncrief injury. And this game is going to be high scoring. I'm going to pivot across and continue with a game stack. And I'm going to go with Travis Benjamin at 5,200, who's getting an enormous amount of targets from Phillip Rivers. And it's only going to continue in a game like this against a poor defense like the Colts and a potential shootout. So Travis Benjamin is a great play at 5,200. For my running backs, I want to pay up. And I want DeAngelo Williams for Pittsburgh going against the Philadelphia Eagles. He's just always getting a massive amount of usage from the Steelers, and the upside is just incredible with DeAngelo. And another guy who's in just the same position with the Arizona Cardinals, David Johnson, going up against the Bills on the road. Is just in another great spot. He always has a great floor, and the potential for 30, 35 drafting points is always there. For tight end, I'm going to go with Dennis Pitta, who's getting an enormous amount of targets and a career resurgence for him from Joe Flacco. And he's only 3,400, but the potential there to really exceed value is going to be there against the porous Jacksonville defense that was torched by San Diego last week. For my defense, I want to go for a pivot off of the most popular defense of the week, which is the Miami Dolphins, who are playing against third-string quarterback Cody Kessler for the Cleveland Browns. And the theory is that he's going to be really terrible and they're going to score a lot of points, but I don't think necessarily they're going to get that opportunity. I believe Cleveland is going to be overly conservative and they're not going to give them that chance to get those big turnovers. But there is one team that always has a shot at getting big turnovers, and that's the Denver Broncos. They can give you 1 to 2 defensive touchdowns a week. So, and the potential of A.J. Green not playing in this game makes him an even bigger value. You're going to get them at lower ownership again, and it's just an incredible spot for them. For my last play, I'm going to go with someone nobody's talking about, and that is Eddie Royal at 3,500, who has quietly put up 2 really good fantasy games at his price, 15 points in the last 2 games apiece. And for the first game, he had a receiving touchdown. The last game, he had a punt return touchdown. He's getting more targets than expected in this offense, and he always has that potential for the return. So he's a sneaky GPP play at less than 1% ownership in the flex to give you some opportunity to score some points that nobody else will have in their lineup on Sunday night. So there is my Millionaire Maker lineup, and good luck, everyone.